Mr. Streamer, in your honest opinion, which gacha game has the best boss fight? Alright, I'm gonna be completely neutral here, right? I'm gonna be completely neutral here, right? Completely neutral here, right? Completely neutral here, right? Zenless Zone Zero has really fluid animations. Alright, it feels more like cartoonish, exaggerated, bouncy, right? The models fly all over the place. Also, half their bosses are giantess. So that's a very high bar immediately. Alright. Wuthering Waves. Alright. Wuthering Waves. If Zenless Zone Zero was a cartoon, right? Was like, oh my god, bro, Wuthering Waves is like cinema. It's like, ooh, you're like go in, right? You go into the movie theaters, right? You pay like $10 for a ticket, and boom, and then the fucking like the thing slams down, and then the weapon explodes, all right, and then the music, and right, and then, but we collect our girlfriend at the end of the day because half the boss fights are always our girlfriend, right? So that's Wuthering Waves, right? Now Genshin Impact, Genshin Impact's boss fights. I think the most memorable one that I can still remember is probably that time in Inazuma. You know, there was the time where like we had to fight the Raiden Shogun, and then there was this red guy, the cat guy, the Scaramouche, and then bro piloted the Gundam. I think those two were like the most impactful fights in Genshin Impact for me. So if I were to compare Genshin Impact boss fight, it will be more akin to what should I compare to this? Oh, it's Sumeru? No, as in we fought Raiden Shogun in Inazuma, right? And then that guy went to Sumeru to pilot the robot. But like we first fought Raiden Shogun in Inazuma. It's like two different things, right?
Twist. What is
Okay, so stop being a fucking larper chat.
Difficulty? Is it mechanics? Is it spectacle?
Okay, you know what? Genshin Impact, it is a TV show, right? It is a great TV show. So Genshin Impact. Alright, and last but certainly not least, Honkai God Real, right? Now, while all of the other three boss fights are pretty spectacular, God Real at the end of the day is just going to be slightly better by every other boss fight by like 670% because they have better story, better lore, better animations, better music, better vibes, better everything, all combined into one. So if we were to akin everything else into a comparison, we're like, Honkai Star Rail is not cinema, it's not a book, it's not an anime, it's not a cartoon, it's not a TV show, it is a fucking masterpiece. This is not sponsored, right? And I'll see you guys on the Clips channel. And there it is, guys.
You have cooled your last cool, my man.